Hello, welcome back to a playthrough of Exile 2 Crystal Souls. Last time we made a kind of random walk of an orientation exploring the Great Cave Fuel. I guess it wasn't really that random because we did kind of stick to the outskirts and the river that kind of separates the, I guess, eastern and western parts of the Great Cave. Probably be better if I actually use this. Actually, this doesn't show what's to the left here, but there's like a maze to the bottom left. There's, well, I guess Fort Remote was actually destroyed in the first game, so I guess that's not there. But yeah, we made our way around. We're here at the Great, or the castle, and we're gonna explore this. And we should be able to increase our clearance at least once, maybe twice. I don't remember how many missions we've actually done. I feel like we've done quite a few. I don't know if we've done 6 though, because I think it's 3 missions for every 1 clearance level. But regardless, anything would be better than soldier clearance. Right? That's pretty. Well, that's the lowest of the low. So, yeah, we're gonna do this. We can go back to the tower in the north to find the mage Sixus, I believe, and that's a quest that we can complete. There's also some quest line about spies in the town of Blask, so there's definitely things that we can do. The way to the castle, capital of Exile, is blocked by a huge stone wall, assembled by muscle and magic. You pass through a gate in the middle, guarded by well-armed and armored troops. They're well equipped, but their eyes betray in great weariness. Things can't have been going well lately. You move quickly past. Okay, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of dialogue for sure. This is kind of the main location in the game. And we would be under Exile troops is camped here. They greet you cordially but distantly. Yeah, I mean, they're not exactly in the mood, right, to be able to give energetic greetings to every new visitor. There are several mages and priests sitting around this file, meditating and restoring their powers for battles to come. You decide not to bother them. You meet a boisterous band of exile raiders. They welcome you in to join in their brawling and abusing. You take them up on it for a while. Okay, and yeah. Which, yeah, I think this looks the same. Right, because... Okay. The only reasonable approach to and from the castle, now as always, is up a steep, narrow stretch of ground flanked on either side by sheer, imposing pits. You cross this bridge, approaching the mighty edifice that is the castle. Along the way, you pass several large groups of Exile's finest troops, guarding the path. Each questions and inspects you as you pass, ready to kill and die to keep a spy from entering or leaving Exile's capital. Finally winded, you approach the end of the path. So pretty intense. You know, I'm curious how they would determine if we're not a spy. Yeah, I guess in a way, since they've stopped sending down exiles, maybe by this point, either people know who you are or they don't, right? And if they don't have any clue who you are, if nobody can vouch that you're from like a town like Kacho or something, then maybe that's like super suspicious. I don't know. I feel like it'd be pretty hard to figure that out because I don't think they have any sort of identification down here. We do have soldier pass, so maybe that is, or soldier clearance, so maybe that's sufficient. And we've done quite a few missions, so I think they would know of us to some degree. I don't imagine this has changed much from the first game, but we shall see. Obviously this is kind of close to the front line. So yeah, I mean, if Exile loses this place, then I think they probably just lose the war, right? Because I assume King Micah is still around, so he's kind of the leader. So if he gets captured, that's not good. Okay. You meet an elite soldier of exile. Burly muscles rippling back and forth under plate armor. Pat. Pat's a huge sword hanging off a broad leather belt. Kill or die, my friend. Kill or die. So these are the elite. I'm curious if we can actually cast. There's like a spell where you can like look at the stats of things. Okay, I think I mean here we go, Sky Monster, yeah. I assume it's not gonna, it doesn't do damage, right? So yeah, level 9, 90 health. 2 attacks, that's kind of interesting. 50 morale, yeah, skilled ultra, interesting. So yeah, these actually all elite, right? It's not just dialogue, like these are actually all pretty strong troops. So we're just gonna make our way. Maybe we'll do it anti-clockwise, just to be kind of like that. I don't know. I don't remember exactly. We definitely need to identify stuff and ideally sell things, and there should be a storeroom where we can store stuff. In fact, that might be this way. Let's talk to this guy though. You meet a boldly grizzled old veteran wearing heavy pitted chainmail. He only has one arm, but that arm holds a huge barrel up on his shoulder. He grins toothily at you, not letting the barrel down from his shoulder. I'm Ackroyd. Well, I'm quartermaster for the castle, you know? I look after storerooms and stuff, because you see I got wounded and they needed somewhere else to stick me. Yeah, I look after the storerooms, and did you see one of them was empty? You could keep your stuff in there, you know? I'll look after it, put in the room with the webs in it. Okay, let's see. Wound. Yeah, the Empire. One of the assassins nailed me. Got infected and poisoned and stuff and had to come off. I'm bitter, but hey, I got stuff to keep busy with, you know? Oh well. Puts the barrel down and picks up another. His remaining arm is frighteningly well muscled. Yep, people have, well, some people have this pretty impressive ability to adapt. This dusty room is packed ceiling high with dressed blocks of stone, cement, and other building materials. The castle is definitely ready to quickly repair any breached walls. And then this is probably filled with food and stuff. You survive the siege, I would imagine. Okay, we need to find the room with the webs. Because I would love to just clear out our inventory and just like... I mean, I ended up just selling and dropping a bunch of the stuff that we were keeping, like the different types of gems, right? Because it's like... I don't think it's like main story level of importance, right? And at the end of the day, like it's just... I don't know. You know, it's like a lot of things in life, right? You can't keep everything, right? Even if it's kind of nostalgic, right? At some point, you just need to get rid of stuff, right? You know, there's more important things, you know, in life than, you know, just stuff. But okay, so this is the room with the web, so I think we can drop stuff here. So the question is, what do we do? Well, perfect example, right? This is valuable, right? And I don't really know what we use it for, so we drop that. Oh, potions. I feel like it's nice to have potions on hand. But they take up space, and we don't use potions very often, right? We can typically, you know, if we die, we can reload and come back with a better strategy. Is kind of the way that we do it, but it's like, what is the potion of bliss? That's really valuable, actually. Cleansing powder. Okay, we can probably drop this. Yeah. Ebony lizard. This probably summons a lizard. Not super useful. Empire orders. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's like a quest item, but I don't really know what to do with that. Yeah, unfortunately, we kind of already got rid of a lot of the stuff that we were just keeping. I mean, these seem like quest items, so I don't want to drop them. I just don't know where to, like, put them, though. Wand of Orb. Silver Ring. I think we just sell that. And... Okay, we don't need 3 of these. Yeah, we can drop those. And then this... Summon Serpent. That's kind of cool, actually. Well, lots of things are cool, but the question is, do you need it? And usually the answer is no. Like we can drop this because I don't even think we need the Drake egg. Is there a quest related to this? Okay, the Nephilim mat. I think we can drop this. Okay, we'll drop this smoky crystal. Rough rubies. Food sapphire. Yeah, we drop these. Yeah, my mouse is a little bit janky today, so it's not exactly going smooth. The Gremlin necklace, I think this is actually good, right? Cost, okay. Not good. And we'll drop these. Okay, we can always come back and drop more stuff. I don't know. You know, it's... Okay, let's try to check secrets. I don't want to get web, though, but... I don't know. I'm sure one of these statues probably talk. But maybe we'd try to figure that out at some other time. Okay, I guess we're kind of going a different way now. Hall of Records, apply for clear. Oh, okay, so we can get clear. Well, I guess we might as well just do this, right? Yeah, the whole time remembering when you've seen so much people, heaps, stacks, reams of it, and all covered with tightly written lists, records, and other bureaucratic wheel spinning. Bureaucratic wheel spinning, okay. This is a lot of people. Looks bigger than any of the libraries that I've seen in Exile. Because I guess it's not necessarily books, it's like parchment and stuff, but... A happy woman with brown frizzy hair sits behind the counter, blissfully shuffling forms back and forth, tabulating numbers and doing other obscure bureaucratic things. She stands to shake your hands. I'm Gilda, head record keeper. Welcome to my domain. Though you wouldn't find most of it very interesting. Someone has to keep all the information straight. Of course, I do have to deal with adventurers. I'm generally in charge of evaluating rewarding security clearance. If you feel you've earned a new clearance, come see me. Gilda launches to the counter and summons up a flurry of paperwork. After a few minutes, she pops up from a cloud of airborne scrolls and hands you a small certificate. You're now of Magi clearance. Congratulations. Okay, magical clearance. Yeah, I don't remember what... Is it like soldier, magi, and then royal clearance? So I don't think we've done enough royal clearance. Is one thing, but royal clearance, that's really tough to get. You haven't quite made it yet. Okay, so we're not quite there yet, but magi is still good. I think we can go to that place in the Tower of Magi now if we wanted to. That might be kind of cool. And check this wall for secrets. How do you get behind the counter though is the question. Okay, well, we got Magi clearance. That's pretty neat. That's definitely a good thing. Yeah, we need to go back. Oh. That's kind of cool. Yeah, this place seems like it's surrounded by kind of like a... Well, a pit, I guess. which definitely serves as a good defense. Okay, this is just, yeah, another portal, and then... Okay, this is locked.
Dang.
You slip into one of the cells where Empire prisoners are brought for extra intensive questioning. Okay, interesting. They don't seem to have any at the moment. Oh, here we go. A thin, pale man lies rigid on the floor. A blue field engulfs him from the neck down. It doesn't take long to figure out what the field is for. It is holding him paralyzed. The man whimpers and stares at you in terror. Zed, Zed, I'll tell you what you want. He turns his head weakly around to look at you. The rest of his body is held utterly still. His voice is a terrified shriek. Please, please, I've told you everything I know. He whimpers. I was just a foot soldier. It was join them or they kill me. They blasted the abyss. I didn't want to die. They have lots of troops, but they never told me anything. I only know their mission. Tears slide down his face. It's a pathetic sight. They're going to do to Exile what they did to the abyss. Giants, sliths, Nephiel, humans, everyone. They're going to kill us all. Nothing more, nothing less. Now release me. Please let me go. Even if you wanted to, you don't know how. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess you never know. I guess if they're telling the truth, but it certainly seems like this guy was probably just a foot soldier. And essentially, all he knows is that the Empire was just gonna kill us all, right? So that's not exactly new information, but they don't seem like they want to let him go yet, so I don't know. Okay, and then Royal Temple. You meet a small and delicately featured woman with a sweet smile. She wears snowy white robes and radiates a constant, unmistakable power. A gold arc hangs from her neck. My name is Albinel. Welcome. I am an exile, the last exile. I came here on my own after the Empire stopped sending people down because I realized you were on this side of justice. I fought for the Empire once. It shames me to admit it. I even sent those like you down here. But redemption is always possible, and is never as hard as it seems. My mission is to atone. I can provide healing for you. You can also purchase spells from me, which the Empire does not want you to have. Alas, I must ask a fee for my help. Were we not, the tithes would go to the needy and to the good fight. Okay, what can you give us? Oh, I guess sell us with Resurrection and Divine Thud. Yeah, I've heard this isn't very good. It's very expensive. We are rolling in money, so like we're gonna buy this. Yeah, we cause Resurrection Bomb. Yeah, we don't have that. But yeah, I guess we'll buy this though. Pre-spill, we have our pre-selected. So that's cool. Yeah, it's a cool story. So the last, so voluntarily went downhill. It's pretty interesting. Along a winding passage ends in a short, dimly lit corridor. It's dusty. Nobody comes back here much now. Interesting. Okay, this is more sales. They have a lot of these. Oh, this actually is storage room. Hmm. It's like the Baleaxe. The small and dusty Baleaxe hasn't had anyone living in it for a while. Surely nobody would mind if you sacked out here for a while. You sleep for a while despite the frequent nips of large bed bugs. Oh. Managed to get some good resting in. After you get up, you tidy things up a little bit for the next adventurers to come. Yeah, I feel like... I don't know, I've never experienced bed bugs, I don't think. But yeah, I don't like the idea of that. Before you is a mobile pedestal. On the pedestal is a thick velvet pillow, and on the pillow is dust. This was the resting place, ooh, of the Orbathronial before it was stolen. Okay, right, because our previous party found the orb. I guess we left it with the castle before we went to the surface world. And then somehow it was stolen. Which is really unfortunate, because that would make our job a little easier if we could fly. You know, flying typically makes things easier. Pretty useful ability to have. This is the largest barracks I've ever seen. There's enough room here for a whole regiment of King Micah's finest men. Many of the beds look unused, however. The troops are probably out on maneuvers. Great soul, okay. Yeah, this is pretty big for sure. Locked, okay. It's like, I mean, we don't need any of that. Like the officer's room, I guess. It's... Right, oh. Oh wait, is this the son? Yes, he like kind of wanders around. Meet an awkward, vacant young man with ill-fitting ratty robes. He wears a silver circlet. You've heard of this person. This must be the infamous Prince Shevin. I'm Shevin, Prince Shevin. I'm royal. He stands up proudly. I'm royalty. I'm the prince. You know what that means. That means I'll be king and wise, powerful ruler of Exile. Me and my lizard Fred. That'd be really neat. But first I'm supposed to be helping the war. My loyal friend and guardian. If you see him, pet him for me. He thinks hard. Or her. It's a lizard. You know how it is. Okay, let's job. Yeah, I don't know what to. King Micah is the king guy. I'm prepared to take his place and stuff. That means I'm helping the military. Yeah, I was thinking of a whole new war fighting strategy plan thing when you came along for wiping out the Empire and maybe the Venatine, maybe even destroying Silver 2. What? For good measure, he thinks. Or maybe Silver shouldn't be destroyed. I'm still working on it. Why would you destroy Silver? What did they do? That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, especially with you know, the fact that they've taken all those Katra refugees, right? That's not really probably what you want to do. Anyway, that's funny. Yeah, and then so I guess this is the main throne room in the middle here. Yeah, this place is really big. Okay, this is Beach Chambers, Magi clearance required. Okay, we have the clearance. And then, okay, this is... Let's kind of go this way. There's a very tall, thin woman pacing about. She carries several large parchment maps about and occasionally stops and spreads one out on the floor to look at it. My name is Lorelane. I'm working on a bit of research. That's what I'm here for. Oh, not on magic. I'm working on something else. To take a break from all that. I'm trying to figure out where the Sphere of Thornil ended up. It's an artifact. It enables its bearer to fly. We've had it here, but it was stolen, but I think I know who the thieves were. Be sure to do the map. They are of the caves west of Fort Remote, a ways west of here. There is a huge nest of Empire mages in there doing research. After the orb was stolen, troops in Fort Remote thought they saw some people fly over. The mage fort southwest of Fort Remote, I would bet that's where the sphere ended up. Now, if only someone would get it. Okay. So essentially, yeah, the kind of maze where Fort Remote leads into, well, the what was the name of it? Oh man, there was like a dragon or like a drakon. It had a name. The Cavern Drake. It was episode 76 of the first playthrough. I remember that. I don't remember. Anyway, that's where we get the orb from. It seems we're gonna have to fight lots of Empire mages. So that's gonna be a lot of walk, but obviously you get an artifact that lets you fly, so I think that's worth it. Use. Okay, Empire. Okay. Um. Anything else we can ask for? I guess not. Okay. So we can do that in the future. That would be good to get. I don't know if we've actually ran into where we need it yet, but I'm sure it's important. There is a large, torpid, pudgy iguana crawling around the halls. Cannot help but notice it has a big blue ribbon around its neck. Under the ribbon is a name tag. The lizard's name is Fred. It hisses and attempts to bite you on the foot. Hiss! It tries to get the ribbon off, to no avail. Okay, ribbon. That's... Okay, I thought we would have been able to pet it, but that's okay. Yeah, maybe not too friendly, but it seems like it's kind of agitated, so I don't think it's the lizard's fault necessarily. Okay, I guess we go maybe this way. I'm trying to find the shops, but I'd like to do that before we speak with the king. Assuming we can get an audience with him, of course. You might need royal clearance to actually get an audience with him. Okay, this might be good. Might sell spells. This is room for meditation. Mages can sit on thick rugs surrounding a glowing, multicolored runic design on the floor. You all feel somewhat pleasantly lightheaded as you look at it, too much so to feel comfortable. A woman with long dark hair and severe features sits staring at the sparkling runes before you. When she sees you, she smiles and motions for you to sit with her. I'm Curtin. Well, this is where I can rest. The rest of the time I perform research on teleportation. A difficult but powerful field. Some of my work is on the shelves of the library nearby. What's more, and she beams with pride as she says it, I helped work on the portal. The portal in the Tower Magi, it enables one to flash to anywhere in Exile if they but know the right coordinates. Three letter words which tell the portal where to send you. They are difficult to find but very useful. I found two interesting sets of them for the castle and Ilka's tower. Okay, let's save this. The coordinates for the castle are Ain F. Wix. That was a week of work. Finding the way to Ilka's tower was an accident. We were trying to find a way to near Solvolk's tower. Coordinates are on a pylon near there. Be careful not to tell people these coordinates. The portal will be dangerous in the wrong hands. Yeah, if the Empire found it, they could just, I guess, teleport in. That'd be kind of crazy. Yeah, how do we... Portal... Coordinates... Ilka... Okay, I guess that's So there's a pylon nearby that I guess has more coordinates on it, so... What a strange location. It's supposed to be a library, but I don't see any, books. What luck! Among the unpleasantly esoteric tomes and grimoires that little these shelves, you find a good old practical spellbook. Oh no, we can't understand it, really. We don't have enough mage law. Okay, we're gonna hopefully remember to come back here. I'm gonna have to make a note, but yeah, we definitely need to come back. Yeah, that could be something crazy like major blessing. I don't know. We haven't found that yet. I don't know if it would be at the castle though. It seems like it would probably be a more difficult spell to get. The walls inside this room are lined with lead and covered with small intricate runes. Must be a room for summoning. Dangerous place. The ancient wizard putting about this room has paper-thin skin and thin, wispy white hair. He seems to barely acknowledge you're here. His mind is traveling elsewhere. He mutters groan absently. He shakes his head as if to clear out of your interruption. Mulling. Just mulling. Okay. I concentrate on bringing aid to Exile magically. It's hard to concentrate, and you help not. He turns his back to you. Okay. Okay, I guess that's it. Let him mull in peace. We don't have a piercing crystal, so I don't think we can get there. Yeah, okay. And I think this is the only room left. Don't have the clearance. Throne room. Okay, we can't even talk. Yeah, we can't even get an audience with him. We can go to the council though. This is the chamber where the Exile Council, the mayors of the 6, now 5 great cities of Exile come to meet. It's a solemn place and slightly dusty. It would see the council hasn't been able to come together for some time. Well, yeah, given kind of the situation, that's not too surprising. It really is tragic what happened to Katra though. Okay, I kind of thought there would be more to do here, but we don't have a piercing crystal, we don't have the mage law. There's not really even shops here, actually, like... Yeah, we need to get missions done. Probably just one or two more, and then we can get royal clearance.